Hello everybody, Lee from Calgary here, Glee, and we're going to do some more movement again. Sorry I had a bit of a holiday from streaming just to get things straight. What happened was the school where I was assistant teaching has shut down permanently, so I was taking some time to think of what new directions I may be going, because it doesn't look like that school is going to open again. And that was the bulk of my movement and practice, and also practice and teaching. So I'm a little bit bummed by that, but we'll continue doing the streaming. Thanks a lot for joining me, everybody. So I think probably start with some yoga, and then we'll do some Hapkido, and we'll end with a seated meditation today. Thank you. Warm up with Sun Salutation A, and then a Sun Salutation B, and then form to warm up, and then get in some Hapkido. But we'll start off with some Sun Salutations. Get frame. So that was sun salutation A. We'll warm up also with sun salutation B, which is a little bit different. Get them out of the way. Going into our form practice now. So we'll angle the camera down a bit. Do some of the simple footworking patterns for Hapkido. We'll do the front leg closing skip. I think that's the first one. Yeah, it's the front leg closing skip. Camera down a bit. So front leg closing skip. We're starting in our regular stance. One foot is ahead of the other. So we're going to bring that foot in and move the other foot back. So that's the closing front leg closing skip. Yeah, from the other. Do that. We'll do that 3 more times. Legs together, legs apart. Feet together, feet apart. Feet together, feet apart. Switch the legs so we've got the other legs in front. So feet together, feet apart. Okay, don't get too low. You know, a fairly good walking stance. Feet together, feet apart. Feet together, feet apart. So that's the front leg closing skip. The rear leg closing skip. Feet together, feet apart. So rear leg closing skip. So we're going forward this time. Feet together, feet apart. Feet together, feet apart. So it's a skip, and at no point are we crossing one foot in front of the other for stability's sake, because there's a lot of throwing and balancing in Hapkido. We're not letting that leg cross over. It's meeting and then separating the feet from the other side. So the right leg is forward, left foot comes to meet, and then separate the feet. Feet come together, separate the feet. Feet come together, separate the feet. That's the rear leg closing step. So it's pretty simple footwork. Pretty simple maneuvering. Just that whole idea of not crossing the legs. And then there's a more complicated footworking pattern. So that's right. Making you do a direct turn. So right foot goes forward diagonal, goes out in front, and then the left foot meets, so that we're turning the opposite direction. Right foot forward, do 5-degree diagonal, right foot in front, and turning. I'll do that in the side view. So feet starting together, right foot's 45, right foot 45, left foot comes to meet and facing the opposite direction. 45, 45, turn. Do that a few more times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's a lot like dancing. We're following dance steps and keeping our frame, not losing our balance. So that's that footworking pattern. I'll skip the Hapkido pattern because I did the Kutsul one, and we'll go on to techniques. So we did the body hand blocks, we did the lower block, we did the face block. So the next one is hammer fist block, I think. We haven't done that yet, so. And if we did do it, we'll do it again. I'll have it as a review. So hammer fist block, taking the hand, putting it into a hammer, and then you're using the arm to block something that's coming at us. Stepping forward. So with this block, it's important we don't want the arm straight out because it's not blocking anything. If it's too close, then we're not stopping something soon enough before it reaches. So we want that fist about shoulder height when we're doing that hammer fist block. Then the reverse ridge fist block. If you've done karate, you will recognize these. So we're blocking. The hammer fist block is blocking with this side of the arm. The reverse ridge fist block is blocking with this side of the arm now. Next one is a knife hand block, so it's kind of like that ridge fist or hammer fist block, only we open up the hand and we're using that same motion. The more than likely, though, would be stepping back away from an attack instead of stepping forward, but just so you get used to the idea of. So here we are kind of cross-stepping, but let's see if we can do that knife hand block. That would mean that we're using one side of the body opposed to the other, which is fine. And actually he has it out a little bit more, so practice it that way. then it might be reverse knife hand. Yeah, reverse knife hand block. That's the next one. Only so with the knife hand block, he was having an angle like this, but with the reverse knife hand block, he's kind of bringing it in a little bit. So we'll do it that way. Oh, okay. So the knife hand block is that way. For the reverse knife hand block, it's not going from here. It's yeah. So this is their knife hand block, and then the reverse knife hand block is just going the other way. It's two different arm motions going on. Let's raise that camera so you can see. This is the reverse knife hand block. This is the regular knife hand block. Which is extended out a little bit more. The reverse knife hand block is a little bit closer in compared to our regular knife hand block. So, two knife hand blocks added to the curriculum. We've already done front punch. That's pretty common. A lot of people these days know the front punch and the palm heel strike. We did the downward knife hand strike, and we did the downward hammer fist, as well as that elbow strike and reverse elbow strike. But I'll just do that reverse elbow strike again, just as a review. So turning and elbowing, turning, elbowing, turning, elbowing, as opposed to the regular elbow strike. It's much like that difference between that block like this and then going like that. So the regular elbow stepping forward or stepping back, and now the reverse elbow going from the other direction. Seems counterintuitive, but I mean, it is an elbow strike. So as opposed to spinning with the body, we're going against that counter spin and elbowing that, and then hammer fist strike, which kind of looks like that one block we were doing. And this time we're striking with the hammer fist. And because we're striking, we're using a maximum reach. We're not striking in close like a block. We're getting as much arm extension. However, we are not locking the arm out, so we won't micro bend in that elbow. So we won't reach with that hammer fist, but we don't want to lock it out because another Hapkido person, if we extended that arm fully, would grab our wrist and lock us. So when we're doing that strike, elbow always a micro bend in that elbow. That's the hammer fist strike. And reverse hammer fist strike, of course, because we did one motion, now we're doing the other. That makes sense. Same with the block, so instead of coming from the outside and hitting in more. Going the other direction with that hammer fist. And again, we're not locking that arm out. We have a micro bend in the elbow. Hitting with hammer fist. Very important, that micro bend, because you don't want to get your arm damaged by locking it out. Even if it wasn't someone grabbing you, just that motion of always locking in any kind of motion can cause repetitive stress damage to your elbow. So always have that micro bend in your elbow for your own physical health. Front kick, crescent kick, axe kick we've all done before in previous stream. Pushing front kick, reverse axe kick, reverse crescent kick, roundhouse kick, we did that before. Side kick also. So the next one I think is front axe kick. Oh no, we did that. Yeah, we did I'll do the front axe kick and rising roundhouse again anyway. So just straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down. That right with that front axe kick. And then that rising roundhouse kick. Coming up at an angle. So we're not pivoting our hips so that we're going straight across or coming up at an angle, hitting into the floating ribs or maybe into the armpit. Hence the term rising roundhouse. And dropping roundhouse, yeah, we did that before. Hook kick. So the next one is jumping front kick. So let us see where they're. So it's kind of like that form that I did just recently. So the idea is that we're bringing the knee up, and then we're alternating legs. So. And that's their version of front kick. So jumping front kick like that. And our legs are kind of doing that skipping thing. So feet together, feet apart, and displacing ourselves. Do that from the other side. Let's do that from this side. Jumping front kick. Hitting with the ball of the foot. So this is the start. Sixth up is the start of the jumping kicks. Jumping front kick. And jumping crescent kick. So we don't know if he's alternating the leg on that. Yeah, he's alternating the leg on that. So what's that same idea? Bring the leg up and then doing that crescent kick. As best you can. And the other side. And crescent kick. And crescent kick. crescent kick. Next one's a jumping axe kick. So yeah, I'm gonna leave those other two kicks for later practice until I'm more warmed up. Getting a little acrobatic now, but I'm not afraid of that. But I just need to warm up really good because I'm in my 50s, so we'll do all that fancy dancy jump kick stuff later on. Nothing really for joint locks. So yeah, what are we at? 32, that's not bad. Half an hour or so of movement. So I think we'll call that a day, and in a couple days I'll do another stream. Everybody, sorry that I missed you. I just had my work schedule's really oddball, so I work weird different hours and it's not always the same. That's why I can't always say I'm going to be at the same time on my streams. But as long as you got a good stretch, just type in what we did today. So we did a yoga warm up with sun salutations A and B, and I slowed them down because I like to holding some of the postures for 30 seconds. Because normally it's a lot more flowery and quick, but if you go through it too quickly, I don't think you get the benefits of the yoga postures if you're jumping through the sequence, and that's why I do it that way. That was our warm-up. Today, Cook Sewell one form, an empty-handed form. Let's include that. And then sixth gup up. Oh right, yeah, we did the footworks, didn't we? Two simple and one plex foot work pattern. We did those two skipping footwork patterns, and then we did that three-step about turn or about face, and then we did six gup Hapkido techniques. Right. Okay, don't go away. Yeah, I did say we were going to end with a meditation, so that's what we're going to do. Just going to find a decent meditation seat for me, and we'll close out our practice with a seated meditation. I can't forget that. That's pretty important. Not enough people are able to concentrate and sit still, so this teaches a very important skill. And my poor lonely meditation cushion needs dusting off. So if you do find sitting low to the ground difficult, you can either sit in the chair and just be mindful of your posture. I do have this stuffed meditation cushion that I'll be using. And we'll end our practice with a seated meditation for a period of time. Not just 3 minutes, but a fairly lengthy meditation. Straighten out the camera angle first. Looks like we're a little twisted on our camera angle. It should be better. Just returning to a normal breath, letting the benefit of our practice sink into our body, calming the breath and calming the mind and body, slowing everything down. Pacifying the monkey brain that keeps grabbing at every little stimulus. We're just closing ourselves off temporarily from the outside interruptions of the world. Gaze is about 4 feet in front of you, looking downwards. The eyes can be closed or they can be slightly closed, whichever helps you to calm your mind. If you are sitting in a regular chair, just pretend that there's a thread going from the top of your crown, pulling you and your body up for good posture, and then sinking into your seat. Noticing your body where there are places of tension, and inhale and exhale, release that tension out of your body. Now, if meditation is something that you struggle with, you can close off the practice now. For those of you that like to continue, we'll go on for a little bit further, but just realize that it's something that you need to accumulate practice in You're not going to be sitting still for a half an hour just like that. It's something that's like a muscle that you have to exercise. It's a meditation muscle, sitting still and clearing your mind. There we go. Slowly transition to standing, very slowly. Be gentle with yourself as we close off our practice, going from motion to stillness, and then slowly back into motion again. I thank you a lot for joining me today. So I'm going to find someone to raid. See who else is doing fitness and health. Go and read them if their channel settings allow it. Somebody's doing BMX. Somebody's Xbox is fixed. Girl in gym. Oh, meditation. Okay, let's continue that meditation thought. And we'll go raid Wins Simi. Good. I like that idea. Continuing that. For those of you that didn't get more meditation, here we go. We're going to raid and we'll give you more meditation today. We're ready to rain now. Thanks a lot for joining me, everybody. We'll see you in a couple days with another stream.